You're tuning into Relationship Wednesday, where we expose the lies, set fire to the bullshit, and show you what real love should actually feel like. This is the Bad Influence Podcast, the podcast they warn you about. I'm your host, Jordan Banderas, and today we're cutting through manipulation, codependency, and toxic patterns with a machete. If you're tired of walking on eggshells in your relationship, it ends now. Raw truth, real growth. Let's get into it. Let me start with a question real quick because this is important. Based on what I have seen, this is a question that it must be answered right now. You think you're ready for kids? Good question, right? Well, let me be brutally honest. Get a puppy first and refuse to ignore the red flags your relationship has been whispering. Because a puppy isn't just a fluffy distraction. It's your relationship boot camp. A crash course in accountability before a tiny human depends on you completely. Imagine jumping from a plane without checking for a parachute. Just imagine it. That's exactly what you do when you rush into parenthood without testing your teamwork. And again, I have seen that so many times right now. Couples are having kids, and that's fine. Good for them. They want to have kids? Go for it. Have as many as you want, as long as you can take care of them. Physically, emotionally, financially. Because I love the cases I have seen. Not to be a dick, but those people that are having kids, the way that they treat their kids, the way that they act with their kids, I'm like, do you know what parenting is? I mean, it's getting bad, even for me to talk about it. It's getting that bad. That's why I want to bring this up. And one of the things that I have found when I talk to people about this is that they think love will fix everything when they have a kid. But love alone won't scrub pee from the carpet at 3 a.m., won't soothe a hungry toddler wails at 2 a.m., and won't magically summon patience when you're both running on fumes. Ask any parent. A puppy, however, will shred your rose-colored glasses and force you to see the reality. Parenting isn't a fairy tale. It's organized chaos. You heard that right. Organized chaos. Two words that when you say them together don't make any sense, right? Organized chaos? Well, let's talk about this. Because I have noticed that couples who fear exposing cracks in their relationship dive headfirst into parenthood, hoping a baby's arrival will heal everything. Spoiler, it won't. It won't help the situation at all. Fear of conflict is why you avoid the puppy stage. You're not terrified to discover you're not as unified as your Instagram posts imply. Let me tell you from experience. A puppy tests your patience, communication, and trust in ways no date night ever will. When that tiny furball destroys your designer shoes, you learn quickly whether your teamwork is real or just smoke and mirrors. Puppy parenting mirrors child parenting. The sleep deprivation, the frustration, and the non-stop interruptions expose your weakest moments. Every 2 a.m. potty break, every puddle you clean, every chewed up cable forces you to ask, can we truly handle this chaos together? Believe me, I have asked myself that question with my dogs. Here's a reason why this works. Your subconscious will absorb the routines you set with your puppy. Establish positive patterns now, and parenting habits become instinctive later. If you argue over crate training, imagine how epic your fights will be over bedtime routines, feeding schedules, and temper tantrums. Learning negotiation with a puppy is your key to avoiding emotional warfare when a child arrives. I remember vividly my puppy phase. This was hard. My wife and I thought we knew our roles until that puppy, that precious dog, revealed our blind spots. Our dog got sick after munching on a plant that we didn't know was toxic to dogs. Don't judge, we didn't know, and it's the only plant that is toxic to dogs. Out of 100 something plants that my wife has, the dog decided to chew that one. For some reason. She decided to chew on that one. I don't know why. Well, she started pooping blood everywhere. And I had no idea what to do while my wife was freaking out, convinced she was going to lose her dog. So instead of arguing, instead of blaming, instead of shaming, instead of, just talking shit to each other, we figured we should step up our communication and tackle the situation together. Eventually, we figured out what the problem was. Got her some medicine, and luckily, she was feeling better after a few days. But I have to tell you this. I had to check her poop for days so I could make sure she was okay. I had to literally look at her poop. Every time she would poop, I would have to look at it and make sure that there was no blood. Because if there was still blood in it, I would have to take her to the vet. And guess what? Vet bills are just as expensive as if you're going to the doctor. Seriously, I've had to take my dogs to the vet for other issues because they're getting older. And I have had to pay $1,500 for whatever they did. Give them medicine, a shot, and x-rays and everything. $1,500 right there. And when I told people about what happened, some look at me like, why do you have a puppy if you can take care of it? Imagine if it was a human baby. The shit people will have said. And the same thing can happen to you. Literally. If you have a baby without realizing what the baby needs or what it takes to take care of a baby, people are gonna talk so much shit about you because they're gonna look and see you as an unfit parent. But going through this with my dogs made me realize that every couple hits this reality check. If you haven't yet, brace yourself. It's coming sooner than you think. But here's the good news. If you conquer puppy chaos, you unlock relationship mastery. You learn empathy, patience, and seamless communication. Puppy parenting taught me the raw, uncompromising truth. Teamwork is not optional. No, it's not optional. I don't give a shit who says it is, because it's not. It's actually mandatory. Couples, hear this clearly. I want you to hear this and understand it and literally write it down so you can actually see it every single day. Adopt a puppy before kids. If your partnership can't handle puppy level stress, it will crumble under a baby's weight. It could be 5-10 pounds and it will crumble. Believe me. So let's talk sacrifice, which is another thing that you have to do with your baby and your puppy. Because true sacrifice is the raw currency of any successful relationship. That's right. Have you heard anybody talk about that? Not really. But let's talk about it, right? A puppy demands your time, sleep, and personal freedom vanish overnight. That's right. You don't believe me? Again, adopt a puppy. Especially when they get sick. Oof, you won't be able to go out. So if you're giving up your weekend for puppy obedience class sounds unbearable, imagine surrendering years of sleep and selfish habits for one child. Parenting demands more than you can currently conceive. Don't misunderstand. The love and joy of parenting can be extraordinary. I see people having so much fun having babies and everything, but I see others struggling because they don't have the teamwork. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing how you can avoid this. Preparation is non negotiable. Puppies are your training wheels. This isn't just advice, it's relationship insurance. Discover weaknesses early and fix them before a child's future depends on your stability or instability. Trust is forged in the trenches. Puppies don't fake emotions. You fail them, they show it. Repairing that trust taught me humility, essential for raising children. No deeper preparation exists for handling your partner's disappointments than learning to rebuild trust with a puppy. Because you're going to snap at them. You may even hit them if you don't know how to calm yourself. Right? And the puppy is going to be scared of you. And that's because puppies demand radical acceptance. Their unconditional love forces you both to step up daily. If you can't handle radical acceptance with a puppy, parenting will humble you mercilessly and publicly. I have not experienced it because I can't have kids, but I have seen it with my friends and family members. I've seen it. Raw frustration during puppy training reveals your true character. Who you are at 3 a.m. with that furball is who you'll be at 3 a.m. with a baby. That's true. A puppy gives you the chances to train your subconscious now to handle stress productively, not destructively. Let puppy chaos be your mental dojo. The small victories you celebrate with your puppy become psychological anchors, confidence for bigger parenting triumphs later. Here's a hack you can use. Anchor positive partnership states. Overcome puppy chaos, celebrate together, imprint that feeling deeply. Later, when parenting storms hit, trigger that anchor state instantly to stay united. Also, get brutally honest. A puppy is not just cute. It's your relationship's personal trainer, therapist, and reality checker combined. The daily grind of puppy ownership builds emotional resilience. You learn teamwork in real life, not theory. Puppy responsibility shatters illusions about personal time. Learn now or suffer exponentially later. Refuse to romanticize parenting. I don't know why. Honestly, I don't know why, but there's a lot of people out there that romanticize parenting. Like, there's no pain, no suffering, nothing. It's like your puppy comes out of your baby comes out of the womb. Your puppy. Your baby comes out of the womb and it's already like potty trained and, it follows your command. That's how some freaking parents act. I've seen it. That's why I'm talking about it. Like, I've seen some parents, after they have their baby, like a few weeks after they give birth, they're like, oh, having a baby is so hard. He doesn't show up. I don't know what he wants. And I'm just like, what the hell did you expect? So face puppy chaos head on and see the reality clearly. No sugarcoating. Forget social media fairy tales. Puppies teach messy, rewarding, and intensely real-life commitment. Couples afraid of confronting uncomfortable truths often skip this stage. Don't make that deadly mistake. When exhaustion hits, you learn conflict resolution quickly. Master it now or face years of resentment. A puppy pushes you beyond emotional limits. That's the exact reason you need it. Growth lies in discomfort. Fail small, fix quickly. Puppy parenting is a safe training ground for life's challenges. Puppy parenting is active emotional work. Choose it consciously or watch your future crumble. Recognize patterns of avoidance early. Puppies force proactive solutions instead of passive aggressive stalemates. Puppy training reveals core values about discipline and patience, critical alignment before you have children. Disagreements over puppy discipline forecast deeper parenting divides. Address them immediately. I say this bluntly. Puppy struggles expose hidden cracks in passive communication. Fix them now. It's important to fix them now. This isn't just advice, it's survival training. Ignore it and you pay the price when a baby arrives. Your puppy experience sets neurological habits of problem solving that serves your life. They will stick with you for life. You can use this in 2-3 years, but you have to start learning them now. You can use them in the next few months if you decide to have a baby sooner. Puppy frustrations teach conscious breath work and self-regulation under stress, skills you'll need daily as parents. Believe me, some kids are like the Tasmanian devils. I used to be one, so I know. Embrace sacrifice consciously now. You have to do that in order for you to understand what parenting requires of you. Puppies reveal parenting's realities without sugarcoating. Each mistake with a puppy teaches repair skills critical for future parenting breakdowns. Your puppy's trust is fragile. Learn consistent accountability now or suffer relationally forever. Here's the unfiltered truth. Puppy chaos forces you to confront your fear. Skip this step and your parenting suffers dramatically. This is your wake-up call. Puppy parenting predicts your ability to handle lifelong partnership stress. If you don't consciously learn from puppy parenting, unconscious mistakes will haunt your future. Imagine this. It's 6 a.m. on a frigid November morning. The street lamps still glow dimly as you and your partner stand outside a crowded animal shelter, breath misting in the air. The scent of damp fur and stale coffee drifts from the building. Inside, a chorus of barkers echoes off metal cages. Your hands cling to the leash in your pocket, and your heart thumps so loudly you can almost taste it. You both smile nervously, trying to seem calm. Today, you're not just speaking out a puppy. You're volunteering to test the toughest relationship exam imaginable. As the shelter attendant opens a cage door, a scruffy Labrador mix lurches forward, tail thumping hard against the concrete floor. You crouch down, and his big brown eyes lock onto yours. It's all over at that point. For a split second, all your doubts vanish until reality snaps back. In 2 months, that puppy will chew through your shoes, pee on the rug, and wake you up at 3 a.m. You catch your partner's eye. A silent question hangs between you. Are you both ready for this level of chaos? You swallow hard, remembering all the times you avoided small disagreements. Now, a fluffy bundle of destruction will amplify every hidden crack in your teamwork. One wrong move, and the rest of your relationship could unravel under late night frustration and blame. You bring Max, your new puppy, home. By day 2, he shredded the corner of a coffee table, chewed through a laptop charger, and sprayed a triumphant arc of urine on the living room carpet while you were getting out supplies. You stormed through the door just as he's stumbling out of a tuft of his own stuffing. Your partner is kneeling by the mess, face pale. You feel your panic surge into anger. How could you let this happen? You snap, voice echoing off walls. Your partner flinches, wounded. I was on my way to a training class, they say quietly. You retort, that's not good enough. He's our responsibility. You both feel the sting. Max's chaos has forced you to face unspoken tensions. Who handles which task, who sacrifices sleep, and who gets frustrated at first. In that moment, you realize it's not just puppy messes you're cleaning up. You're exposing every unspoken assumption about parenthood, teamwork, and sacrifice you've ignored until now. That night, you lie awake on the couch, Max snoozing in a chew toy strong corner. Your partner wakes to the sound of your restless breaths. Instead of rolling away, they gently place a hand on your shoulder. I'm sorry, I snap, they whisper. You blink back tears, voice crackling. I'm scared. If we can't handle this puppy, how will we ever handle a kid? They nod slowly, understanding dawning. Let's start over, they say. Teach me your training plan and I'll teach you mine. We'll be a team. Over the next hour, you sketch out a schedule. Alternating late night puppy potty breaks, designated cleaning duties, and short vent sessions where each of you can express frustration without judgment. You commit to calling timeout rather than lashing out. In that moment, Max's soft snore becomes a rhythm guiding both of you back to unity. The adrenaline that once triggered blame now fuels collaboration. Max the puppy isn't just a pet, he's a mirror reflecting your unspoken fears. Every ruined shoe and every 3 a.m. yelp reveal how you avoided conflict and hid your blind spots. Puppies show you where your communication fails, what happens when no one's monitoring the next move, and every little mistake is magnified. By confronting puppy-level chaos, you've rewritten your relationship code. You learn to negotiate, create training versus free roam, to apologize instead of accuse, and to trust that your partner has your back, even when you're both exhausted and on edge. That same teamwork is non-negotiable when a child arrives. If you can't survive Max's messy living room and midnight whimpers together, a baby's all-night cries will be a brawl too big to win. So before you rush into parenthood, adopt that puppy. Embrace the sleepless nights, the destroyed couch cushions, and the raw exhaustion, because it's your relationship's ultimate stress test. If you conquer puppy-level chaos, learning to rebuild trust, communicate under pressure, and celebrate small victories, then you'll have the relationship mastery needed for the storm of parenthood. Puppies are your crash course in accountability. They strip away your rose-colored glasses and force you to prove you can handle organized chaos as a united front. Remember Max's crooked smile when you admit you were wrong. Let that fuel you as you face each next challenge. Because real love isn't fairy tale calm. It's digging through the midnight mess together and coming out stronger on the other side. Now, take action. Stop dreaming. Start preparing. Get a puppy before having kids and prove your partnership can withstand any storm. Your future family deserves nothing less. The choice is yours. And that's it for today. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out an episode. And have a great day.